Hi everybody, I am Manik and from our channel Literature Study at Home, I welcome you from the core of my heart. Today I am going to discuss with you 50 most important MCQs from Unit Drama. Okay, now start the proceeding without further delay. Your first question is which of the following Shakespearean plays was likely written first? So your first option is Hamlet, second Romeo and Juliet, third Macbeth, and fourth The Tempest. So the question says that which was written first. So as you know, most of the Shakespeare's plays were published in quarto form in 1623. But in terms of writing, I think you have very firm idea that Shakespeare wrote comedies first and then started writing tragedy. And his career ended with his play The Tempest. So if you have this kind of blueprint in your mind, then you can answer this question easily. So as you know, Romeo and Juliet, this play was written around 1597. So it was earlier in his career. Then Hamlet, it was written around 1603. And then Macbeth, it was around 1606 and 1607. And then the fourth one, The Tempest, it was around 1611. So I think your answer is clear. That is your second option. Option B is the right answer. Now, second question from Waiting for Godot, you can see. Sorry. Waiting for Godot was first performed in. So as you know, this is a fine example of absurd drama written by Samuel Beckett. So it was published in the year 1953. Okay, now come to the next question, question number 3. What is the correct chronological order of these Arthur Miller plays? As you know, Arthur Miller is a stalwart figure of American literature, and in the arena of playwritings, he is a supreme figure. So he has written numerous plays, and here we have three of his plays: Crucible, Death of a Salesman, All My Sons. All of these plays are impressive to read, and here the question is we need to arrange them in chronological order. So as you know, his first in this list should be All My Sons. Actually, All My Sons, this, oh, sorry. All My Sons was published in 1947. Then in 1949, he published Death of a Salesman, and then in 1953, he published The Crucible. So here we can find that option B is the correct answer. It is said that All My Sons at the first, and I have already discussed in 1947, All My Sons was published, then Death of a Salesman in 1949, and then Crucible in 1953. In the same year, Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot was published. Now, question number 4. Which of the following plays was written at the end or last by Tennessee Williams? Tennessee Williams is one of the another finest playwrights we have found, and most of his plays are often you know enlisted in the syllabuses of the university. So here we have The Glass Menagerie, and it was published in 1944. Then A Streetcar Named Desire, it was published in 1947. Then Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, it was published in 1955. And then very unfamiliar, unknown most of the times, The Night of the Iguana. This is a three-act play, and it was published in 1961. So that's why it comes at the end of its career, 1961, and your option D is the correct answer. Now, Arrange these Shakespearean tragedies in chronological order. So, if you have come across, already I have discussed, it is not about the publication time. It is about the written time. That's why it is set here. So here, Hamlet is the play which was written in 1603. And in terms of time period, you have King Lear, it is around 1605 or 1606. And in terms of Macbeth, it comes around 1606 and 1607. So here your option should be option B, that it's saying Hamlet first, then King Lear, and then Macbeth. I think you are getting the question properly. Now, I'm shifting from chronological order to the thematical question from the plays. Sixth question: what is a central theme of the play *The Tempest* by William Shakespeare? So this is a very prominent play, and in terms of post-colonial writings, people often cited this play of William Shakespeare. So your option A says revenge and madness. Option B, colonization and power. Option C, love and impulsiveness. And D, class struggle and jealousy. So I have hinted you earlier. That's why your answer is colonization and power. So we have the character Tempest who colonized a kind of some supernatural figure named Ariel. Okay, so colonization is at the peak of this play, and then we have question number 7. Which major theme is explored in Death of a Salesman? So Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman is a significant play, and in terms of American thematic concerns, what you will get from there. So what or which major theme is explored in Death of a Salesman? Option A says the conflict between free will and fate. No, this is not the theme of Death of a Salesman. B, the fallacy of the American dream. Yes, American dream and the fallacy of American dream is the central theme of Death of a Salesman. Then you have the destructive power of jealousy that was not found in a truest sense in Death of a Salesman. The nature of familial reconciliation, no, that should not be the central theme also. So your option B, which I have hinted here, the fallacy of the American dream is there. Now, question number 8. In Waiting for Godot, the theme of existentialism is primarily conveyed through. So, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett is a prime example of absurd theater and existentialism. Okay, so what is the theme of existentialism, which is primarily conveyed by Beckett in Waiting for Godot? Option A says the absence of a resolution, the absence of a resolution. So, existentialist is always in search of something. They are finding the solution or the resolution. So it is the first and foremost thing. That's why they were waiting for a person named Gojo. So we do not exactly know who is Gojo. Okay, so the absence of a resolution is the primary thing we occasionally find in existentialist. Okay, so here option A is mostly suitable answer. Now go for the other options too. The power dynamics between characters. No, in existentialism and especially in Waiting for Godot, we have no such power dynamics between characters. Then option C says the use of dramatic irony. Once again, that is not the point of concern in Waiting for Godot. The emphasis on social roles, it is also an unnecessary one for Waiting for Godot. So here we should go for option A. The absence of a resolution is the correct answer. Now question number 9. The symbolism of blood in Macbeth primarily represents. Okay, So here in Macbeth, we have bloodshed, we have murder it at the center of its theme. So the symbolism of blood in Macbeth, it primarily represents what? Betrayal and guilt. Option B says the fragility of human life. Option C, the inevitability of fate. And D, the conflicts of ambition. Obviously, blood in Macbeth symbolizes betrayal, and simultaneously, it also symbolizes guilt. And we have found almost all the times in the character of Macbeth and also at the end, Lady Macbeth. Now, in question number 10, we have the post question like that. What is the recurring motif in Tennessee Williams' Glass Menagerie? So, what is the recurring motif we found or we find in the Glass Menagerie? Option A says the storm motif. Option B says fragility and escape. Option C, blindness and madness. Option D, the oppressive nature of power. I think you can. Those who have gone through my 100 plays, uh, top 100 plays, you can answer easily because the glass menagerie is in our list also. So, the glass menagerie talked about the fragility and the characters always motive was to escape. Okay, so question number 10, your option answer now is fragility and escape. Now, question number 11. Who delivers the iconic speech or line to be or not to be in Hamlet? I think this is pretty much easy question because it has been, recurring line, and in examination like Net Set, it has already, asked, So who was the person? Obviously, it was Hamlet. Now, question number 12. In Othello, who is referred to as the green-eyed monster? So, in Othello, who is referred to as the green-eyed monster? I think you can also answer this. Yes, obviously it was Iago. Iago is mentioned as the green-eyed monster. Now, question number 13. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, in a play by Shakespeare named A Midsummer Night's Dream, Puck. Puck is a character, and this Puck is also known as. So Puck is known as option A says Oberon, option B Robin Goodfellow, option C Bottom, option D Lysander. Is he? I think yes. Robin Goodfellow. So Park is known as Robin Goodfellow. Keep remember this. This is an important one. Then we have question number 14. Who is John Proctor's protagonist in The Crucible? In The Crucible, who is John Proctor's, sorry, it's not protagonist, rather, John Proctor is the hero, uh, antagonist, who is John Proctor's antagonist in The Crucible. Okay, your answer is obviously Abigail Williams. Okay, Abigail Williams was the antagonist of the play The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Now, question number 15. Which character in A Streetcar Named Desire said, I have always depended on the kindness of strangers? So this is an oft-quoted lines, and if you have gone through the plays, this is a play which is deal with, which is dealing with rather, sexual desire, excessive, you know, greed. So this is speech by obviously Blanche Dubois, one of the central characters in the play, A Streetcar Named Desire. Now come to the question number 16. Who wrote the play The Glass Menagerie, and which character represents the playwright's alter ego? And I think this is an easy question to those who have gone through it. So, who wrote the play Glass Menagerie? I think this is an easy one, and the question becomes easier with this question, the first portion, who wrote the play? So it will be tough if the question says which character represents uh, you know uh, the playwright's alter ego. That means Tennessee Williams' alter ego. So here it is Tom Wingfield, and your option A is the correct answer. Now we have the next question, and once again we have chronological question, because nowadays chronological order is a habitual thing in your question paper of NET and set. So arrange the following plays by publication. So the Tempest, as you know, it reached around 1611. Then we have Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. It is around 1953. So it is coming very much later. Then we have Importance of Being Earnest. It is by Oscar Wilde in 1895. And then A Streetcar Named Desire, that was I have already discussed in 1947. So for the time being, your the Tempest will be the first one. That means one. That means we have found in option A, C, D. That is our primary concern. So now next one is obviously we have number 3, that is The Importance of Being Earnest, that was published in 1895. Then we have the play The Streetcar Named Desire, that is in option 2. Okay, and then the fourth one, that is in the that is at the end. Sorry. So in the fourth option, A Streetcar Named Desire, that will come number 3rd, and the Waiting for Godot, which it will come at the end. So your option should be 1, 3, 4, 2. 1, 3, 4, 2. That is your option A. Okay, so number 1 is The Tempest by William Shakespeare, and then Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde, and then you have A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams, published in 1947, and then at the end, Waiting for Godot by Samuel Beckett. That is, or that should be your last option. That is option 2. That means your option A is the correct answer. So this type of question is nowadays asked by NET or SET examination. Now come to the question number 18. In A Midsummer Night's Dream, who is responsible for causing mix up of lovers with a magical flower? So in A Midsummer Night's Dream, who is responsible for mixing up lovers with a magical flower? So this is also an interesting question, and I know you have already have the idea who is the answer. You Puck. Puck is the man who was responsible for the mix up of lovers. Now question number 19. Which character in Macbeth sees a vision of a bloody dagger leading him to commit regicide? So it is undoubtedly, obviously, Macbeth. I think most of you have already answered. Now question number 20. What is the major theme explored in King Lear through the motive of blindness? So through the motive of blindness, what is the theme explored in King Lear? Obviously, it is nothing but a misjudgment and insight. That should be the answer. That should be the major theme. Now come to the question number 21. The line, all the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players. It's from which Shakespearean play? I think you have come across this line. This is a speech given by the senior Duke Senior, who was in exile by his younger brother Duke Frederick, isn't it? Am I right? Yes. Your answer as you like it, isn't it? Option A is the correct answer. Now come to the question number 22. In Othello, what symbolic object becomes the ocular proof of Desdemona's alleged infidelity? So this is easy one. This is a kind of plot which was set by Iago, isn't it? So what symbolic object was used for Desdemona's alleged infidelity? It is none other than, my dear friends, it is her handkerchief. Your option D is the correct answer. Now come to question number 23. Who are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, And what is their role in Hamlet? So I know those two characters are very famous in English literature because those two characters are also used by another writer to form a next level novel, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. So now here your question is not the same. Who are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? And what is their role in Hamlet? So this is your question, and they are the spies, and they are set by Claudius and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. They are spying on Hamlet. Okay, so your option A is the correct answer. Now come to question number 24. Which of these is a central theme in Oscar Wilde's The Importance of Being Earnest? So tell me, what is the central theme of the play, The Importance of Being Honest by Oscar Wilde? The sanctity of marriage? No. The pursuit of wealth? No, obviously. Then obviously, that is the right answer. That is the triviality of societal conventions. Okay, this is the thematic concern we have found in the play, the importance of being earnest. It's a prime example of a ludicrous play that is called farce. Now we have question number 25. Which Shakespearean play features the character Caliban, Ariel, and Prospero? Yes, that is the character I was talking about there in The Tempest. So it was Prospero who was, doing the black magic, capturing, or rather keeping with him Caliban, Ariel. So here, you know, uh, which Shakespearean play features the characters Caliban, Ariel, and Prospero? It is obviously The Tempest. So if I have done mistake in my discussion of earlier question of Tempest, kindly forgive me. Now, question number 26. Who was the protagonist of Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot? This is an easy one. And what do they primarily do throughout the play? And they are none other than Vladimir and Estragon, and they are waiting for Godot. So your option A is the correct answer. Now come to question number 27. Which playwright wrote Death of a Salesman? Obviously Arthur Miller. And what theme is most associated with the play? Now you need to answer this one, and because of these absence, I think this will be easier. So it is about social class and conflict. Okay. Oh no, I have given the wrong answer. No, it is not Tennessee Williams. Death of a Salesman is by Arthur Miller, and it is about American Dream, isn't it? Now, come to question number 28. In The Crucible, Crucible is another significant play. What motivates Abigail Williams to start the witchcraft accusations? So, in The Crucible, what motivates Abigail Williams to start the witchcraft accusation? It is due to his love for John Proctor and jealousy of his wife. So this is the correct answer. Okay, now go to the question number 29. What happens to Blanche Dubois at the end of Streetcar Named Desire? So what did she do at the end of the play? As you know, Blanche is the central character. So we see that in the end of the play, Blanche, Blanche is sent to mental asylum or mental institution. Now, question number 30. So here we have to match the questions, that mean or the options in terms of their thematic concern. We have Hamlet, we have Othello, we have Macbeth, we have King Lear. So as you know, Hamlet is a play which occasionally shows a very prominent thing, that is revenge. Obviously, Hamlet is talking about taking revenge, isn't it? Then we have Othello. Othello is a kind of play that is about how jealousy can do wrong to man. So Othello is about jealousy, and then we have the play Macbeth. Obviously, it's a play of ambition, and then obviously King Lear do a blunder, and that is misjudgment. So we have the name of this of the place at the beginning, and I think you can't see the options. I just put it up. Yes, right now I think you can see it. So your option D is the right answer. So revenge uh, is a kind of play that was sold by Hamlet, and jealousy is obviously Othello, and ambition by the play Macbeth, and misjudgment by King Lear. Now come to question number 31. In a Midsummer Night's Dream, which character is transformed to have a donkey's head? So we have character like Oberon, Lysander, Puck, but it was Bottom who was transformed have a donkey's head. Now, question number 32. Okay, which Shakespearean play includes the line "Quality of mercy is not stained"? This is also another line, oft-quoted line, an important one. So, which play includes the line "The quality of mercy not strained"? It is a play where we have the character like Antonio, Bassonia. Obviously, it is Merchant of Venice, and we have another most important character. He's a Jewish character. It is Shylock. Now we have next question. Question number 33. What is the central what is the setting of the play The Glass Menagerie? What is the setting of the play The Glass Menagerie? I think this is an easy one, and I know you can all give the answer. It is St. Louis. St. Louis is the setting of the play The Glass Menagerie. Question number 34. In The Importance of Being Earnest, who discovers Jack Ording's true identity? In The Importance of Being Earnest, who discovers the true identity of Jack Ordings? So it is Miss Prism. Miss Prism was the person who discovers the identity. Now you have to order chronologically due to the or according to the publication of their major works. So we have William Shakespeare. So you need to arrange the writer in terms of their birth year, or in terms of their career, you can say. William Shakespeare, Oscar Wilde, Arthur Miller, Samuel Beckett. Or you can, as per the question says, they arrange the following playwrights chronologically based on the publication of their major works. So William Shakespeare, you can go for anything. Macbeth, Othello. It comes earlier. So one should be at the first place. Okay. Then you have Oscar Wilde at the second, I think, and you can go for Arthur Miller in the third position, and Samuel Beckett in the last one, because Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot comes around 1953, and Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman around 1947, probably 1947 or 49, probably. Okay, so that's why I think it should be the answer. That is, your option A is the correct answer. Now, question number 36. In Macbeth, who ultimately kills Macbeth? So, who killed Macbeth in the play? In the play Macbeth. This is an easy one because Macbeth is a play. It's a kind of opt-rate play by people. I think in the school syllabus, people have students have come to know about this play. So it is obviously Macduff is the murderer, or Macbeth. Macbeth is killed by Macduff. Now, question number 37. What is the primary conflict in Henrik Ibsen's finest play, A Doll's House? So, what is the primary conflict in the play there we have found in Henrik Ibsen's Doll's House? First, option A says financial struggle and societal expectation. Obviously, we have found this very thing, financial struggles and societal expectations, in the play A Doll's House. And we have central character Nora, who was completely shuddered by this. Okay, now we have question number 38. In Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe, what is Faustus's fatal flaw? So every character has the fatal flaw of the plays written by university weights or by Shakespeare. So similarly, here in the play, Dr. Faustus, we have a character, Dr. Faustus is, Faustus. So what is the, reason for his fatal flaw? That means what is the flaw of that character? Okay, so we have option A, ambition and thirst for knowledge. Obviously, that is the answer because he's a man of great ambition. So he wants to enjoy the power for 24 long years. That's why he signed a bond with blood with Lucifer, isn't it? So this is an ancient kind of play, and it's a play about ambition and thirst for knowledge. Now, question number 39. Which of these plays is associated with the concept of theater of absurd? So, theater of absurd, this particular concept was very much occasionally or rather often cited. I think this play is a prime example, and I have already discussed that a writer wrote about those two characters, and it is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead, and it was by Tom Stoppard. So this is a prime example of theater of the absurd. Now come to question number 40. Match the following playwrights with their corresponding plays. So, as you know, Tennessee Williams is famous for his Glass Menagerie. Okay, and then uh, Arthur Miller is about his death of a salesman. Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot. Oscar Wilde's Importance of Being Honest. So your option A should go for this. Okay, option A is the correct option and correct combination of plays given there. Come to question number 41. In Julius Caesar, what justification does Brutus give for killing Caesar? Okay, so in Julius Caesar, what justification does Brutus give for killing Caesar? So he says that we have to kill, or we needed to kill Caesar to prevent Caesar from becoming a tyrant. Your option B is the correct answer. Come to question number 42. Uh, which of the following is the opening line of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night? This is once again an oft quoted line. Okay, so which is the following is the opening line of Shakespeare's Twelfth Night? And I know all of you have answered it well. If music be the food of love, play on. That is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Now come to question number 43. In Antigone by Sophocles, what is Antigone's primary act of defiance? So in Antigone by Sophocles, what is Antigone's primary act of defiance? So what did actually Antigone do? So he or the she bullied her brother Polynesius against Creon's decree. So this was her primary act of defiance. Okay, so Antigone did this, bullying her brother Polynesius against Creon's decree. Correct? So it was her defiance. Come to question number 44. What is the term for the moment of recognition or revelation in Greek tragedy? So this is an important one. Apart from this term, you need to learn all other terms too. So here, what is the term for moment of recognition? And that is called anagrosis. Okay. Now come to question number 45. In the play The Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov, so, in the play Anton Chekhov in Cherry Orchard, what symbolizes the passing of an era? The passing of an era and the decline of the aristocracy. So, which symbolizes this passing of an era and the decline of aristocracy? It is the selling of the cherry orchard itself. Okay, the selling of the sale of the cherry orchard. Option A is the correct answer. Now, what is the central theme of Edward Albee's Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf? So, what is the central theme of Edward Albee, Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf? It is the disintegration of the American dream. No, my dear friends. The impact of societal norms on relationships. No. Option C. The illusion and delusions in marriage. This is the right option. So 46, your option C is the correct answer. Now, in Romeo and Juliet, why does Friar Lawrence agree to marry the two lovers? Why did this man, Friar Lawrence, agree to marry the two lovers? Option A says prevent their families from discovering their relationship. Obviously, no. Option B, to unite the Montague and Capulets and end their feud. That is the right answer. Option B is the correct option. Now, what is the major theme in Lauren Hansbury's A Raisin in the Sun? What is the major theme in Lauren Hansbury's A Raisin in the Sun? The conflict between tradition and modernity. No, my dear friends, it is no. The struggle for racial equality and economic stability. This is the right option. So Lauren Hansbury's A Raisin in the Sun is about the struggle for racial equality and economic stability. Now come to question number 49. Using O'Neill's long day's journey into night. What is the primary source of tension in the Tyrone family? So, in the play of Eugene O'Neill's Long Day's Journey into Night, what is the primary source of tension in the Tyrone family? Option A says financial disputes. No, we have no such instances which suggest that financial dispute is there. No. Yes, it was addiction and past grievances, which are the primary cause or primary source of tension in the tyranny family. Now, the last question for today and for you, that is question number 50. Which play by Bertolt Brecht features the character Mother Courage? Obviously, the central character, eponymous character, Mother Courage and her children is the name of the play. Okay, Mother Courage and her children. So it is the name of the play where we have character like Mother Courage. Okay, this is one easy one. I hope we will come back with another part of drama series with other perspectives, other questions from this plays, and also some other plays. Hope you will be with us and supporting with us. So if you are liking this, if you are finding it helpful, please tell me in the comment box. And also you can also tell me how much or how many questions you have attempted and how many scores you have scored. Okay, thank you and have a great process of your journey to success. Thank you. Have a great day.